Hello everybody and welcome back to another game of Adam. This is Copper Fox Gaming, and I do apologize about my sporadic upload. I basically have not been able to get my graphics card to work properly for the past couple of times, but it is now, so let's see where we're at. We left off, I got, I pussied out and got robbed of everything, so actually haven't even checked anything. I have an empty canteen. Nice. Let's see. Let's go this way. Has the same motion as a Fallout would. I believe that's the end of the map. Yep. Alright, cool. So let's do this. Let's just go to the end of the map and get out to the world. Maybe. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I have to go a specific way. I do. I have to go a specific way. Okay, cool. So there's no load zones like in Fallout 1. Where basically everywhere you go, the border would lead you to somewhere else. Anything in this house? Oh, I got brick. Let's get this brick. Sorry about that if that popped up on screen. Sweet, I got bricks. Let's see if I can... Yes, I can. Cool. So now I at least have some sort of weapon. There we go, that's the end of the screen. Alright, so it's green. Ooh, a new town. Alright, not gonna lie, graphically, the cutscene was really, really good. And, like, the artwork in between each scene is pretty good. And then the graphics on the CGI cutscene was pretty good. Not gonna lie, a lot of this game, they went to great detail for it. So my guess is we'll be going to that new town. Hopefully there's no bad guys there before I get a weapon. There we go. Maybe. Alright. Chicken. Oh, there's a guy. Halt, who's there? Before you stands a strongly built man of about 30. He's wearing a weathered military jacket and holding a large gun. At a glance, he seems like an affable sort, and would probably welcome some conversation. He's absently chewing a blade of grass, but upon seeing you, livens up at once. Hey there, comrade. Hello to you, too. Stay silent. Piss off. I have no time for talk. Let's say hello. The man coughs and spits out the grass, then lets his rifle hang by its handsome leather strap. Handmade leather strap, sorry. Nice to meet you. My name is Jan. May I ask what brings you to our village? I'm looking for someone. I'm just passing through. I've heard about your village and felt like visiting it. I'm looking for someone. Someone who lives here? Not really. Okay then, so how may I help you? I'll want to ask you a couple questions. Fine, I'll answer if I can. What a nice guard. I mean, he's guarding his town. He just welcomes questioning from a stranger. Did troop military types pass through the village lately? Is there any work available? Tell me about your village. Heard any rumors? Get straight to the point. Funny you asked. A whole squad passed through not long ago. Can't say for sure if they were military, but there was some serious looking dudes among them. Nice weapons, bad attitudes. They even had uniforms of a sort. These guys are no joke, I tell you. They bought some water, rested for a day near the walls, and moved on. I got to chatting with one of them. Nice guy, younger than the rest. He said they were on an expedition into the ruins. Maybe searching for pre-war tech or what remains of it. God help them. They seem normal enough. Can you point me in the direction of those ruins? Boom. Jan takes your map, looks it over for a bit, and then draws a small black cross on one spot. After looking at the map one more time, he returns it to you. Here, it's not too far. Thanks. Can I ask another question? Let's see. Hear any rumors? One passerby told me that somewhere in the waste is an old abandoned Boy Scout camp. But it's not entirely abandoned. All the Boy Scouts who were camped out there before the war are still there, but they've gone feral, and they worship the devil in secret rituals. Huh. So I wonder if they're actual people or if they're mutants. He also told me they might not be Boy Scouts at all, but monstrous creatures that took the form of children in order to mimic us humans. Dang. It's pretty dark. But that's just a huge load of bull, right? Listen, I'm not the right guy to ask for rumors. You should chat with people in the village. Maybe they'll know something of interest. Fair enough. Let's ask you something else. Is any work around? Sure. There's always work to be found. For one, our tech guy disappeared somewhere. Steblev is his surname. He's been known to drink and even go on a bender from time to time, but it's not like him to be gone for so long. Last time I saw him, he was pretty drunk and bragging he was going to be a millionaire real soon, and then poof, he vanished. Maybe he got the million and ran off. Maybe, but where would he get it? There's something shady about the whole situation. Jan shrugs his shoulders and carefully scans the horizon before turning back to you. Anyway, a talented handy woman would be most welcome here nowadays. Alright, let's go. Hey, feel free to come back and visit. It's pretty boring just standing around. If I have time, sure. Bye. Alright, let's go into town. I don't even know what this town's name is, but we're gonna go here. Alright, let's check the map. I cannot say that name. Otradoinoi? Probably really butchered that. Hardcore. Oh! I can move my character from the map. Yes, that is sweet. That is actually really sweet. Then I can uncover it. Let's move back here in front of the camera and follow. Alright, let's do this. Let's go in here. Let's talk to this guy. Looks like there's supplies. Before you stands a thin, middle-aged man. A slightly forced smile appears on his bony face when he sees you. Good day, good day. Guns of all kinds. Near perusal and pleasure. Pre-war or hot off the workbench. Rifles, shotguns, pistols from the best gunsmith in the waste. All my weapons are of the highest quality. If it explodes in your hands, you get your money back guaranteed. Maybe you die. Who knows? That's probably why he's okay doing that. Hey, is there a discount since I'm new in town? Yeah. Well, alright. Out of the kindness of my heart, I'm offering you 10% discount. That's a lot. I can't offer you more than that. It'll be a loss. Now that's an interesting proposal. Maybe you'd like to make a purchase now? The stock is good, and so are the prices. Let's see. Do we have any money? I doubt it since we got robbed. Yeah, no rubles. Or rub. Huh? Let's see. Sawed-off shotgun. Revolver. And a rusty knife. Alright, so I need a lot of money. I'm just looking around. Actually, I ask you questions. I'm listening. Good rumors. One of my relatives is a caravan driver. He works elsewhere, from the Red Partisan area to the Khrushchev Badlands. Well, he told me that there's an abandoned town plagued by some strange anomalies. It seems if you stay there the night, you will have terrible nightmares. Worse, on the top stories of the buildings, green lights can be seen and people hear voices. So that's not even the scariest part yet. He told me his caravan had a boy in its crew, Marvin. One day, Marvin comes up to my relative and says his pal is calling for him from a nearby basement because he found some pre-war tin stash down there. My relative gave the kid the okay and then forgot about it, but the kid never came back. Some men from the crew went down there into the basement the kid was talking about, and all they found was a fresh pool of blood, and the man who the boy thought was calling for him hadn't even been near the place. Some believe that hellspawns live in the city now. Others think it's home to visitors from the stars. But I think this story is a great example of why you should buy a gun. Who would have guessed? Can I ask you something else? A suspicious end to a suspicious tale. I better go. Let's go in here. People talking. Before you stands an old man in an old and battered but clean jacket. He looks about 60, but hale and hearty from someone living in the wastes. It's possible his real age is closer to 70. His strict face is graced by the brush of a mustache. What do you want, young lady? May I ask you some questions? I am very busy. Please speak to someone in the village. He turns away from you, letting you know the conversation is over. What a dick. What a dick indeed. How about you? Before you stands an aging man with an old rifle in his wrinkled hands. He looks at you in mostly concealed interest. Good day. May I ask you a couple questions? Hey there. Ask away, and I'll try to get you some answers. What are you guarding? It's the village treasury. Taxes we gather here and use them for a common good. If you got any funny ideas, my friend, I don't recommend trying them out. I may be old, but I'm a great shot. I mean you no harm. Alright. Rumors? They say plenty of monsters are in the south and the north. Giant spiders, wasps, even most dangerous things. Some even settled near the village. I don't know whether they can breed. If they can, we're in trouble. Yep, pretty troubling. Well, I better go. Good luck. Cool. Bar? Let's talk to the portly guy. Before you stands a plump, red-faced man of about 25. 25. With a neatly trimmed beard. Neatly. He's wearing a white shirt with some short shorts. Nice. In his hand there's a clean towel he uses to swat annoying flies. Upon seeing you, the man gives you a wide smile. Oh, a customer. Welcome to the tavern. Your travels sure keep on coming. What do you mean? Well, you're here right now, and not long ago an armed band came through the village. People with guns usually means trouble in these parts, but they were nice and civil, just like real army men. Can you tell me more? Not much more to tell. They weren't chatty. Our village head wanted to speak to them about some issue, but they just left, so I don't think he was able to strike any kind of deal. They talked at our gate to our gate guard more than anyone else. His name is Jan. If you want to know more, I suggest to speak to him. Anyway, maybe you like a drink or something to eat. Or any jobs. You should talk to my sister about that. I'm a simple fellow. I can sell you a beer, or I can sell you spirits. That I'd do gladly. Need something done around the house, a light bulb screwed in or a chair fixed, for example? Just give me a call. But save more serious stuff for Katya's ears. She's a proactive one. He looks to the young lady nearby who seems to be lost in some calculations. Isn't she just It's just that she's pretty busy right now, tallying expenses, planning the budget, you know, and when Katya is busy, it's pretty hard to get her attention. Oh, but I just thought of something. You know what she loves? Making all sorts of potions, tinctures, and spirits. Can't really understand why, but she's quite into that chemistry stuff. Tell her I sent you to try out our latest tincture. That way you'll get a free drink and also get to chat with her. Sly, huh? Pretty clever, methinks. Thanks for the eyes. Now let me take a look at the menu. Thanks. Can I ask some more questions? Thanks. I'll go now. Wait a second. Would you like to hear any unusual business proposal? Alright, let's hear it. It's a simple matter. Small job, really. What I need is for you to bring me this book I ordered. But it's all the way over in that place. Abraham, the bookseller, has it at his store. I can't go get it myself because my responsibilities at the bar. But I can see that you travel a lot, so if you ever find yourself in this place, maybe you could pick it up for me. If you do, I'll be sure to compensate you for your trouble. It's a deal. If I ever get to that place, I'll visit this Abraham character. Man looks over your map and marks a city with a cross. Boom. Wow, thank you so much. Here's the receipt for the book. Show it to Abraham and he'll give it to you. Bartender hands you a small, thick square of paper. On it, written as a formidable cursive, are words: the owner of this documentation, the Radchenko, VA, or his legal proxy may obtain a copy of Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, translated to Russian by Bobby Z.A. After handing over this receipt, signed by Merkin A.D. Okay, bye. Let's talk to the sister. Before you sits a young woman. She is deep in concentration, writing in a yellowed notebook with the word accounting on the cover. She is completely immersed in this activity and does not notice you. Hello, your brother sent me over. He said the tincture for me to try out. The girl stops her calculations and stares at you blankly. After a moment, she blinks, smiles, and tucks in her tiny pencil stub behind her right ear. Great! I doubt you've ever drank anything quite like it. It's a new recipe. Well, not really new. Maybe like long forgotten. Sounds intriguing. Can't wait to try it out. The girl nods and shows you a dim and cold corner of the tavern. From behind the bar, she procures a clay bottle labeled XXX. Here, drink it up. You take a tiny sip. The drink has a strange sour taste. You shrug and hand the bottle back to the girl. You don't feel intoxicated or even nauseous. You feel that you should take another sip. You take the bottle back and have another. What harm could a few sips do? Now your head begins to spin. Nothing unusual about that, right? You have full sensation in your limbs like normal. But then you feel them floating around you as if the air had suddenly turned into water. Your mouth is very dry, so you wet it with another sip of the tincture. From some distant place you hear the girl calling to you. Don't do it. But you already did. The world around you stops. You also stops. But your mind is racing with thoughts, which arrive with exceptional clarity and speed. Why are you here? Why am I here? Why did I drink that stuff? Why? The sound of your own musings is that roll in the distant thunder. It's growing nearer every second. You suddenly comprehend that what you thought was thunder is actually footsteps. From out of the misty void, General Morozov appears before you. You looking for me? He asked, his voice like 100 voices in one. You cannot reply. You are frozen. Yeah, you're looking for me, says Morozov, and takes your hand. Let's go. You walk through the dead gray mist together, Morozov in front, you following behind. The general was calm and assured. You have nothing better to do than simply follow him. Finally, the mist parts, and a strangely beautiful sight appears. There are mushrooms here. You have arrived at an unreal, primordial mushroom forest. Their huge trunks are thicker than the biggest oaks you've ever seen. Their tops spread like giant umbrellas, obscuring the sky. The general continues to lead you onwards, weaving his way between the massive mushroom stems. Your tour through the fantastic forest stops suddenly at a truly colossal mushroom, the biggest one of all. This is God, says Morozov. But you can't see the general anymore because he is speaking from within you. He is talking from your head, using your mouth. You are General Morozov. Suddenly, the ground beneath your feet begins to shake and you almost lose your balance. It seems like an earthquake, but when the shaking stops, you look up and scream. For the colossal mushroom now has a human face. Bow, orders the mushroom god, and you fall senseless. Your mind turns off for how many hours you did not know. When you finally wake up, you do not feel any of the usual symptoms of heavy drinking from the day before. What the... Alive! Vasya, she's alive. The girl is holding you up so you don't collapse completely. Your stability is returning as the tincture leaves your system. The bartender, swearing to himself, wipes the sweat from his brow. How are you feeling? Surprisingly well, actually. She's strong, that one. It's a good thing you have such a hardy constitution. I'm so sorry, I made the tincture too strong. How stupid of me. Yeah. The girl exhales and gives you a smile. We watched over your things while you were out. Feel free to check. You check your belongings to discover you have not been robbed. Miracles are real after all. I still don't understand why it turned out so strong. I used my grandfather's recipe as recorded by my grandma, she says, speaking mostly to herself. Anyway, we need to have a talk. Gotta be sure your brain completely recovered. That's a good idea. Can I ask you some questions? I'm listening. Alright, so let's do... I'm looking for work. Everyone's looking for work around here, so I'm afraid I myself can't help. But I could put in a word for you with Comrade Kovalev, our village head. He always has some work to be done. Though he won't do business with someone he's never seen before, and recommending a stranger is kind of unprofessional. Maybe if you'd help me out with some chores first, I feel better about giving you an introduction. What do you need help with? I'm ashamed to ask, but I need some toadstools, and I don't have time to go pick them on my own. Maybe you could help me out? Just 5 toadstools will do. They grow on the other side of the fence, not far from here. What do you think? Look, I'm trustworthy. Maybe you could skip the mushroom part and go straight to the cooperation. I want to do a quest. Let's do the mushrooms. Thanks. I'll be waiting. Fine, I'll go mushroom picking. Wow. Alright, so a lot there. Oh. You see a muscular man near the bar. He eats minced meat out of a can and washes it down with vodka. His face looks familiar to you. Yes, of course. It's another Adam cadet. You knew before being sent to the rescue mission after the Lost Expedition. You never were friends, but you still recognize him. His name is Alexander. Oh, hey. Big guy turns to you, squinting a little. Finally, he waves at you. Hey there, Eve. Didn't recognize you. The superstitions believe that it meant you'll get rich. Yeah? What are you doing here anyway? He sniffs, looks at the barkeep and the girl at once at the table, then he whispers to you. Oh, honey, come on. What am I doing here? Did you really think that you're the only one who was sent here to look for Mozarov and his crew? No. It's just that we were sent here at different times. First you, then a little bit later me. I just stumbled upon the village myself. So is the life in the waste treating you okay? What are you, my mother? Don't answer. I can see you're not her. Life is okay. Well, it's not like they say in my native Georgia, a sweet peach, but it's still okay. You suddenly remember that neither Alexander nor his family are from Georgia, but you politely decide to keep your mouth shut about it. I'm just so concerned about the Lost Expedition. It's so important to me to find it, you know? So important, both for my body and my soul. I am actually investigating a lead right now in this bar. I share some clues with you, but what's the point? Better look for your own clues. You might find them faster that way. Fine. Yes, something else. Heard anything interesting? I started tending my muscles as of late. Doing some bodybuilding, you know? I doubt a shrimp like you would find that interesting. Yes. Why do you need this? You, my friend, only think of material aspects of life. You and I don't know each other well, but I am almost sure that for you it's just another means to an end. Knocking out doors, scaring people, lifting heavy things that are required for your mission. But me? To me, you know, to me, strength is beauty. The hidden beauty that makes girls around you blush and drop their pants down. Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, boy. Alexander shows off his muscles to you. They are quite large. His hands look like industrial chimneys. So you didn't learn anything of importance. How should I put it? Not long ago I was walking through a forest. I might have had something to drink. Just a little. What are you, a cop? Were you a cop before the war? Are you going to send me to the clinic? No. Well then listen carefully. So suddenly I hear, holy crap on a cracker, a child is crying in the woods. Wah, wah. It sounded so real, I swear to God. I kept on walking, of course. Obviously, it's some sort of new mutant that learned how to imitate a child's cry to lure people into a trap, sure. But even if it wasn't, I don't feel like dealing with babies. I'm not that guy. Maybe in another life, but not right now. And I advise you to do the same when you hear something like that, especially in an unpopulated area. Okay, I'm gonna go, since you like crying babies. Alright, anyway, that was a nice trip through a mushroom field, and oh my god, I met the mushroom god. But we will see in the next video, maybe this will change something about what we're learning for clues and stuff. So, as always, this is Copper Fox Gaming, and we will pick up here next time in the next video, and I will see you guys later.